Good day. Here are the top stories of the Manila Times for Saturday, October 31, 2020. Typhoon Rolly strengthened as it entered Philippine waters on Friday, prompting authorities to order the evacuation of residents before it arrives. Rolly, with the international name Goni, threatens the country at a time when thousands of residents have barely recovered from the devastation caused by Typhoon Quinta earlier in the week. The Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical, and Astronomical Services Administration, or PAGASA, said in its advisory Friday that Rolly was 980 kilometers east of Casiguran, Aurora, moving westward at 20 kilometers an hour, packing winds of 185 kilometers per hour and gusts of up to 230 kilometers per hour. If it keeps this track, Rolly will likely make landfall in either Aurora or Quezon on Sunday night or early Monday morning. The Australian subsidiary of the Chinese Clover Biopharmaceuticals Incorporated has sent an application to the country's Vaccine Expert Panel, or VEP, for a preclinical trial evaluation. Food and Drug Administration, or FDA, Director General Rolando Enrique Domingo announced at a briefing Friday. Domingo said 7 or 8 more drug manufacturers are interested in testing prospective vaccines in the country. Almost 77 billion pesos has been released to various government agencies and departments for their Coronavirus Disease 2019 or COVID-19 pandemic response programs under Republic Act 11494 or Bayanihan to Recover as One Act, also known as Bayanihan 2. In a statement on Thursday night, the Department of Budget and Management, or the DBM, said it has released 76.22 billion pesos out of the 140 billion peso allocation under the law. On top of the 140 billion peso allocation, another 1.75 billion pesos was also released to other agencies, the DBM added. Signed on September 11, Bayanihan 2 allots funds for COVID-related interventions, including cash for work programs, skills training, and social assistance and lending to help businesses survive. It will expire on December 19. Former CNN Beijing correspondent Jaime Flor Cruz was the main guest at the Manila Times online campus journalism forum, Critical Thinking in Pursuit of Journalism Amid Critical Times on Friday. Speaking to student journalists, Flor Cruz said fear, disinformation, and misinformation could be as deadly as the COVID-19 virus itself. Madame Auring, the flamboyant seer whose annual predictions became a staple every new year, died on Friday. She was 80 years old. In a Facebook post, Madame Auring's grandson, Simon Pecson, confirmed the news. The family has yet to reveal the cause of her death. Born Aurea Sabalboro Erfelo in 1940, Madame Auring began her career in divinity in her humble neighborhood in Manila, where she began telling people's fortunes. In world news, future pandemics will happen more often, kill more people, and wreak even worse damage to the economy than COVID-19 without a fundamental shift in how humans treat nature, the United Nations Biodiversity Panel said on Thursday or Friday in Manila, warning that there are up to 850,000 viruses which, like COVID-19, exist in animals and may be able to infect people. The panel, known as Intergovernmental Science Policy Platform on Biodiversity and Ecosystem Services, said pandemics released an existential threat to humanity. Authors of this special report on biodiversity and pandemics said habitat destruction and insatiable consumption made animal-borne diseases far more likely to make the jump to people in the future. A typhoon that officials said was the most powerful to hit Vietnam in 20 years blew away from the country on Thursday after setting off landslides, sinking boats, and knocking out power to at least 1.7 million people. At least 35 people were killed and more than 30 people were missing, state media said. The immediate focus for rescuers was on 3 villages in the country's central region where landslides killed at least 19 people and are suspected of burying more than 40 others in thick mud and debris. In business, the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas said on Friday that the country's headline inflation likely remained steady at 2.3% on higher power, oil, and food prices. In a statement, BSP Governor Benjamin Diokno said October's point inflation estimate was still within the 1.9 to 2.7% forecast range of the central bank's Department of Economic Research. The projection matched the 2.3 consumer price growth in September, but was faster than the 0.8% in October 2019. Topping sports, Philippine-born Grandmaster Wesley So captured the 2020 U.S. Chess Championship in an epic performance on Friday, Manila time, and brought home the $40,000 prize money. That's 1.9 million pesos. The rapid 12-player tournament was played online. So earned the distinction of tying Robert James Fischer's feat in 1966, finishing 9 points in 11 rounds. Fischer was the 11th world champion. The restarted PBA Season 45 Philippine Cup at Angeles University Foundation Sports and Cultural Center in Angeles, Pampanga will be postponed starting Friday until the government releases new health protocols on the COVID-19 pandemic. The PBA made an announcement in a statement sent to the media on Friday. The PBA said it is postponing games to ensure the integrity of the PBA bubble and the safety of its players, officials, and staff. The postponed Friday games were between 5-time defending champions San Miguel Beermen and Barangay Ginebra San Miguel Gin Kings, which is the main game, and the Magnolia Hotshots Pambansang Manok and Blackwater Elite. Yen Macabenta and Ramon Tulfo are the featured columnists of the Times on its front page. Macabenta talks about when the media suppresses press freedom and the government is the victim, while Tulfo says President Rodrigo Duterte made a wise decision in naming Justice Secretary Menardo Guevara as the head of the task force to investigate all graft-ridden government agencies. The Times, in its editorial, welcomes the news that the government has finally taken responsibility for COVID-19 testing by imposing a price ceiling on the reverse transcription polymerase chain reaction, or the RT-PCR test. Read the full version on the opinion section of the Manila Times or listen to The Voice of the Times. For more news and information, get a copy of the Manila Times on print, subscribe to its digital edition, or log on to www.manilatimes.net. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and keep up with the Times.